Hello. Today's video is about when narcissists claim to be the real victim. This is one tool narcissists love to use. Whether they're overt or covert, this tactic is a favorite of more extreme narcissists. My overly narcissistic mother and I were once having an argument when I was 17. As was her usual behavior at the time, she was screaming at me and she was just literally in my face. Finally, she backed up. She balled up her fist and pulled back like she was going to punch me. I immediately closed my eyes and threw the first punch. Even as dysfunctional as I was back then, I wasn't going to let anyone hit me, not even my mother. When I felt I hit her, I opened my eyes. She was shocked that I had hit her, obviously, since I never stood up to her before. Immediately, she said, "You hit me in the breast. Now I'm going to get breast cancer and I'll die and it'll be all your fault." My father entered the room a few minutes later and asked what was going on. My mother started to cry and said that I hit her. It was a pretty impressive act. Thankfully, my father at least knew she lied a lot and he didn't believe her version of the story, but she really tried to convince him that she was the victim in this situation. My late mother-in-law was a covert narcissist. She used to go through my purse every time I left it out of my sight when I was at her house. One time years ago, my husband and I were there doing some laundry, and she snooped through my dirty laundry, my coat pockets, and my purse. She also left $40 in my purse. I got my husband alone and just flew off the handle. I told him he needed to talk to her about this behavior because I was fed up. Well, he did talk to her. The little I heard of the conversation involved her complaining about having all this cash just lying around and she didn't know what to do with it, so she thought she'd do something nice for me. Suddenly, I looked like the abusive, awful person and my husband was mad at me. See what I mean? Narcissists can turn themselves into victims in pretty much any situation, no matter what craziness they've done to you. The worst part is while you are yelling or crying and they maintain complete calm. This makes you look and feel absolutely insane. Or they pull out the tears, which makes you feel incredibly guilty. When things like this happen, you can actually start to believe you really are the problem and they are the victim. When this kind of thing happens, remember, narcissists gain narcissistic supply from this sort of thing. They feel powerful when they can make a normally calm person look or act crazy or even abusive. Also, strong emotions, whether positive or negative, make them feel powerful too, because they know that they have an effect on someone. Feeling powerful is a huge source of narcissistic supply. Claiming they're the victim is also good for them because if they can prove to you that you're really crazy, overreacting, or you're the problem, you're going to be willing to change your behavior. You'll be ashamed of how you acted if they make you sound bad enough, so you'll be more likely to listen to what the narcissist tells you that you should do. This tactic makes a victim pretty pliable. When you confront a narcissist, always remember to be as calm as humanly possible. Ask God for help in that area. The more emotion they see in you, the more they will push your buttons and the more likely that victim act is going to come out again. And before confronting a narcissist, always think and pray. You need to pick your battles wisely. It's not a good situation. Narcissists need confrontation to know they can't get away with the things they're doing, but at the same time, confronting them often is just incredibly frustrating and nothing changes. Sometimes they even behave worse after the confrontation because they know how to provoke a reaction from you. You need wisdom before deciding whether or not to confront a narcissist, as well as how to go about doing it if you feel it's the right thing to do. Thank you for watching my video.